Grant, Luke Molyneux, a new 3-year contract. How pleased are you to get this one done?
Yeah, really, really pleased. I think it's a fantastic signing for the football club, and Mols has been tremendous since I've been here. Not just what he does on the football pitch, he trains well, he's a good person to have around the place. The boys love him, the fans love him. I think it's a great bit of business for us.
Now you were really, really keen to get this one done.
Yeah, Mols is, for me, he's the best player in that position in the division, and there's no doubt that Mols can play higher. We want to try and help him get to that point, you know. And again, there was a lot of interest in Mols over the summer, and you know, he's made a real good footballing decision, I feel, because I think in this team and the way we play, he's going to get loads of chances, loads of opportunities to score. He's loved by everyone, and I think sometimes in football probably most of the time in football, that's one of the biggest things you need, really. You need to feel that support and people that want to help you, improve you, and I think Mols feels that here.
He had a good season overall, but really seemed to improve towards the end of it as well. In that, I know everybody did in that period when form really picked up, but he kind of showed what he really is capable of.
It was difficult for him at the early stages, the early part of the season, because we never really had a settled team. We couldn't play in the way we wanted to play because of the injuries. We had to play him in different positions at times, but wherever we played him, he was always a threat. And I think once we got him into that position where we know he's really effective, as you've seen probably from January onwards, you know, if he had played in that position all season, I'd have no doubt he'd have had probably 20 goals, never mind 10, and the assist he had. But you know, we want to just continue to work with Mols and get him in the position where we know he can hurt people. He's really dangerous. You know, every time he gets the ball, you feel like something's going to happen. So we just want to continue to work with him.
You feel he's capable then of posting those sort of figures?
I don't want to put any pressure on him, but I know Mols himself is a confident kid anyway, and you know, we need to get him in the ball. We need to put him in the positions where he can score. His run towards the end of the season, the goals and assists he was creating was massive for everybody, and he was a huge part in terms of how we, you know, progressed through the league as the season went on.
It feels a little bit like a statement of intent, keeping hold of Luke, given how strong he finished the season and the interest as well, but a marker to the rest of the division that you're really serious about this promotion push this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was 1 or 2 championship clubs coming for Luke as well, and I think that gives you an indication of how good of a player he is, you know. And we've managed to keep a hold of him. The owners have, you know, helped us and backed us, and Mols will, you know, get his head down, work hard as pre-season comes along. We want him to make sure he hits the ground running, and I think it's an indication of what we're trying to do here. So, you know, you see the players that's coming in already. We're getting stronger all the time. We want to put a team on the pitch that the fans can be proud of from the first game, not from January onwards. As soon as the first game kicks off in the season, we want this place full. We want the fans entertained. We want to be making sure that we're enjoying the games. You know, we're not getting into games worrying about anything. We're just going to be going for it. We're going after every opposition that comes here or away. And hopefully we can create a really good atmosphere about the place.
And to have a player show that faith in what you've done so far and the plans that you've got as well, particularly with all that interest that he did have as well, that must be a big boost for you personally in the project that you're laying out.
Yeah, Mols likes to be pushed, you know, and we want to nurture him along. He's only 25. He's still a great age, 25, 26, I think. So he's a great age to kick on in his career, and we're pleased we've got him for another 3 years, and you know, I'm sure the Doncaster fans will be over the moon about it as well. So we're everyone's really happy at this moment in time.
Luke were 1 of 3 that you'd offered contracts to, Akiba Delican and Harrison Biggins as well. What's the latest with those 2?
Unfortunately, Hakib and Big O will go to pastures new. Look, we'd love to kept them, but you know, we offered them, you know, good contracts based on what we felt was good for them and how they performed in the season. But it's football, isn't it? You know, you're not going to get everything you want. So we had to act quickly, and we always had plans in place anyway in every position if we didn't keep players. So we're delighted with a bit of business on Joe Sabara. We feel like he's going to be really good for us, and how he plays and plays off that in that channel off the cuff, and wants to run at people, wants to dribble, wants to create. And we're really pleased with the business of Jordan Gibson as well. You know how direct he can be, how positive he is, the goals and assists that he can get in this team, and hopefully we're very close to another midfield player to replace Tommy Rowe in that role as well. So yeah, we're starting to move. One or two other areas of the team that we feel like we need to strengthen also, but we're working very hard to do that.